Imagine you're Pope Formosus. You've worked your way to the top of the Catholic Church, done some politicking, maybe annoyed a few people, and then, boom, you die. Peaceful ending, right? Wrong. Fast forward to 897, and suddenly you're the main character in the weirdest trial in history, the Cadaver Synod. Okay, let's set the stage. So Pope Formosus had been dead for 9 months, but his successor, Pope Stephen VI, was like,
You know what would really spice up my papacy? Dragging this guy's rotting corpse out of the ground for a trial.
oh yeah, he went through with this. They propped Formosus's body up on a throne, dressed it in papal robes, and held a full-blown trial. So why did Stephen do this? Politics? You could say that. But boy, Stephen VI really hated Formosus. They had beef over some messy church appointments and alliances, and instead of letting it go, Stephen decided to ruin Formosus's reputation, even if it meant arguing with a pile of bones. The charges? Oh, just the usual for a corpse. Perjury, violating church law, and taking the papacy when he wasn't technically allowed to. You know, the kind of stuff dead people are super good at defending themselves against. But wait, Formosus wasn't entirely alone. Pope Stephen actually appointed a poor deacon to stand there and defend a decomposing body while Stephen screamed at it. This trial was less law and order and more ranting and raving about the injustice done by Pope Formosus. And of course, he declared,
Pope Formosa, you are guilty!
and the punishment? They stripped Formosus of his papal robes, chopped off 3 fingers, the ones he used for blessings, and then dumped his body in the Tiber River. Classy. But here's where it gets even weirder. The people of Rome were not on board with this whole trial a corpse thing. The backlash was so intense that Stephen VI's political allies turned on him, and he ended up getting imprisoned. And guess what? He was strangled to death in prison. Oops. After Stephen's death, Formosus got a redemption arc. His body was fished out of the river, reburied, and all the decisions of the Cadaver Synod were overturned. The middle-aged church tried to pretend the whole thing never happened.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But it's forever in the history books as one of the most bonkers moments in papal history.
Just before you go, please subscribe to this channel for more such stories.